Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
You peer into the room and see nothing but thick white fog.
I cast Dispel Magic.
The fog begins to dissipate, leaving the room completely empty. You work your way up to the 4th floor. This one is just a hallway. There is also one door on either wall.
2 semicircular rooms.
You poke a bit more inside the cabinet. You see a small, flat, river-smooth pebble etched into it, what looks like a wooden crate. On to the 5th floor. In the center of the room is a small platform with a few runes carved into it. The archway leading to the stairs is inverted, matched to the ceiling rather than the floor.
We have to go upside down.
I hold out Stripey between the runes.
All of the runes begin to light up, and then Stripey falls up to the ceiling.
We don't know whether the gravity field extends outside.
I'll chuck a piece of debris.
Falls up towards this guy.
Oh.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know, maybe we should have done that before I tried to grab Stripey from you. I'm sorry, Shabba. I didn't know that would happen.
No, I'm pretty sure you thought that would happen, and that's why you tried it.
What are you insinuating?
I'm insinuating that if you could get rid of Stripey for good, you've been plotting to do this for months at best.
If I wanted to get rid of Stripey...
If you wanted Stripey dead, he'd already be dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could have, cooked up something with the alchemy tools and fed it to him at night, made him a little snack, put it in a dog dish. I've thought of many different ways to kill him, Shabba, but every time I almost kill Stripey, I think of 2 things.
Me killing you?
I think of you and how sad you would be, and the fact that you might turn into a were-rat.
And you and how dead you would be?
Well, also the fact that you might turn into a were-rat from the, emotional trauma. But I also think about that one time that I saved Stripey. Something changed in me that day.
Your heart grew 3 sizes.
Yeah, my heart grew 3 sizes that day. That's where I was going with it, too. Something changed, and I think my relationship with Stripey has been... it's still poor. I mean, it's still...
Sure.
But, I feel like instead of maybe offing him, I could use him for my own purposes.
I mean, even since our last battle, when you realize that he's finally a worthy combatant, both you and Azlo mentioned that your feelings about him have slightly changed.
Yeah, in combat, I think he's useful. Outside of combat, I would rather not have anything to do with him. Yeah.
I could take him or leave him.
I don't trust him. Remember, he's a kingpin.
Yep.
Sort of reminds me of one of my old quotes from an earlier D&D campaign. I wasn't going to kill him, but if he died, I would let him.
Right. I mean, I'm not a healer. I've never healed Stripey.
I, however, have had the displeasure.
It's true. Well, just be careful if you fall, because we're going to fall for a long, long time.
Speaking of healing, so should we top off Stripey before we go to combat?
We could.
And did you keep Cure Wounds, Shabba?
No, I did not. I kept Speak with Animals, which would be really a waste if I didn't have Stripey anymore.
He only took, 6?
He took 6.
Probably not worth it. Let's see what else is in this room.
We could short rest and have him use a hit die.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's short rest and he'll use a hit die.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to stop for an hour and search the room.
Yep. With your hit die, do you gain your con bonus back as well?
Yes.
Alright, sweet. So he gains back 5 of those 6.
Sweet.
Everyone rests up. You look around the room. As you're searching, though, it just seems like all of these old stains everywhere are probably chemical-type stains. You could see that maybe the glass could have been old beakers or something that shattered here.
So this is a chemistry room. A lab.
Interesting.
Those sorts of things. So this could have been, especially Tokas, you'd probably recognize a few pieces here and there.
Alchemical.
It looks like this was probably an alchemy-type lab.
Do I see some things that are clearly like tubes from an alembic? Try to piece it back together?
Yeah, but nothing useful remains.
What a shame.
There's just broken pieces and stains.
They must have gotten frustrated. Maybe something didn't go the right way, Or some adventurers came through here and didn't think it was significant and destroyed it because they didn't understand.
Probably just a party of dumb barbarians who didn't appreciate the finer parts of alchemy.
Or maybe whatever caused the wall to blow out also destroyed everything else that was in the room.
Ooh, I'll make an alchemy check to see if I could tell that there was an explosion in this room from... Oh, I dropped my dice. Okay, back up. Ooh. What should I add to this 16 I just rolled?
Arcana?
Your alchemy skill.
Intelligence.
That'll be a 19.
You would think there was probably some sort of explosions. Probably lots of explosions around here, actually.
Are there like scorch marks on the surrounds of the hole?
Nothing significant.
Are there like scorch marks in the shape of a person?
Like silhouetted against the wall?
Like arms outstretched like, nah!
Now, if there was a big explosion right along the wall, then whatever was there was probably washed away in rain and just by time. But judging from the way that the debris has fallen and how a lot of it is apparently outside rather than inside, it seems like some sort of internal explosion would have been a likely cause of it.
But otherwise, we don't find anything of use in this room?
No.
All right, well, shall we go down upstairs?
Yep.
Were you also planning that out, Jay?
Within the last 5 seconds or so, yes.
That's pretty good.
Okay, you continue on to the 7th floor. This appears to have been a bedroom. The furniture is all set up on the ceiling, including an old 4-poster bed, chest of drawers, nightstand, wardrobe, and a moth-eaten rug. Tokas and Shabba. Crouching in the corner, you see there is some sort of strange, vaguely humanoid creature. It has this scaly, spiky back and one gigantic green eye and these sharp fangs.
Man, there's a lot of creatures with eyes in this place. Except those suits of armors. They didn't have any eyes.
They had magical sight.
Overall, it just looks rather vicious and unpleasant. However, it seems, at the moment, content to just stay back in its corner away from you.
Is this some kind of homunculus?
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems homunculi.
Here, I'll just show you a picture of it.
Oh.
I mean, how would you describe that? It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
Put it closer to the camera.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's a humanoid shape with like 3 webbed fingers and toes on each appendage, muscular, lanky, spiky back, 1 giant green eye. Yeah.
And it has ungulate legs, which are like they bend back. They bend at the knee and then they bend again like a horse's legs.
Yeah, very dinosaur-like.
Well, anyway, you see one of these strange creatures.
That's strange.
I tear off. I open my little food pouch that I keep for Tokas because he gets grumpy if he doesn't get his snacks, his little snackies.
I do. I get a little. My blood sugar gets a little low, and then
yeah, he gets low blood sugar, and then it's a bad time for everybody. So I open my little food pouch and I take out a piece of jerky, like squirrel jerky, and I rip off a piece and I say, "All right, little fella, it's okay."
He doesn't look that little.
And I toss it over to him. What is he, like maybe 5 feet tall?
Probably about 5 feet if it actually stood up straight.
Yeah, well, for me, that's kind of small, so... Here you go, and I toss it over to him. And then I put the other piece away and take out my bow and get ready to shoot him if he makes any false moves.
I'm pretty sure that would intimidate him, Shabba, though. He looks sentient. Looks very intelligent.
No, I won't get out my weapon.
The jerky lands on the floor next to it, and it slowly inches towards it, but looks at you the whole time. And as it's staring at you, you get this strange sensation. It feels as though there's something kind of in the back of your mind.
Clawing at my brain.
Not so much. It's just like this, like you're thinking of something, but you're not sure what, like maybe some old memory almost about to surface, but nothing ever actually comes up.
I think we should make some do I know what this thing is checks.
I agree.
Some nagging thought.
I like how that's canon. Like what is that check actually called?
Nature.
Yeah.
Do I know what this thing is? Check.
Or it depends on what it is.
I get a 16.
I got a 24.
Whoa. You really know what this thing is, maybe?
No, I'm sorry, that's a 23.
Still very good.
Wow. I got an 11.
Well, it's not nature, but that's still high enough that I'll give you something about it. You think that this is a Nothic. You don't know a whole lot about them, but they're some sort of magical being that is cursed to have this form, and you know that they like to seek out places where there's magical knowledge available. You're not sure what the curse really entails, what they might have been before, what causes them to do all this stuff, but you also are pretty sure that as long as you don't try to do anything violent to it, it's probably going to leave you alone.
Okay. I will speak to it. Excuse me, Mr. Nothik. If you understand what I'm saying right now, I want you to blink that big green eye of yours.
It stares at you unblinkingly.
Oh, man. Does anybody speak Nothic?
If you don't understand me, don't blink right now. I mean, do blink. Wait, hold on.
Couldn't you message this guy?
I think it has to speak
the same language.
Yeah, it still has to speak the same language. Good idea, though.
I can't cast Speak with Animals on it, can I?
No.
Shucks.
Well, I'm sure it does speak at least one language in common with us, and that's the language of war. And Tokas reaches for his rapier.
The language of death.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. I think we just leave him alone.
That reminds me of a poster that used to be hanging in the lunchroom at my school, since we've been talking about lunchrooms. It said, "Smiles are the same in every language."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had something like that.
So I'll smile at it.
It smiles with an evil, toothy grin back at you.
Oh, wow. They are the same in every language. That poster in my mountain lunchroom was right. In the tribal cafeteria.
Maybe he's not so bad after all.
Maybe we should all make smile checks right now.
We should.
All right, Tokas tries to smile, but it's awful. I just rolled a 4.
Wow, that's a pretty terrible smile.
Like one of these, like...
You have a really disconcerting smile, Tokas. Have I ever told you that?
The creature reaches down as it's finally reached the jerky and picks it up in its claws and munches on it slowly.
Oh.
And backs away.
Cool. Well, since it can't understand us, I was going to ask it next if there's any way that we can help it. If it wants to read a book, maybe, while we're ascending the tower.
Does it need a new monocle, perhaps?
Yeah, a new singular glasses. Maybe an eye covering.
Yep, that's a monocle, yeah.
He probably doesn't like all this dust because he has such a big eye.
An umbrella hat.
Yeah, let's search the room and keep an eye, pun intended, keep an eye on him while we're doing it.
You guys search the room, and I will use all my rangery skills that I normally use with animals to attempt to form some sort of bond with this creature, because some part of me feels a little bit sorry for it.
But isn't that like what your empathic ability is for?
Yeah, it's sort of to understand. It is a humanoid, right?
Technically, no.
Oh, shucks. Well, then I can't use it.
Oh, empathic is only for humanoids?
Yeah, it's only for humanoids.
Maybe Stripey can forge a bond. Maybe Stripey speaks his language.
You're going around searching the room, some of you at least, but anytime that you get a little bit closer to it, it kind of backs away. It just seems to stay in its corner. It tries to basically stay as far as it can from all three of you at any given moment.
I'll keep giving it some snacks while they're doing that, and like I said, attempt to bond with it in a ranger-like fashion. I find that works with my son, usually if he's in a bad mood or he doesn't want to be close to me, that giving him snacks cheers him up and brightens his mood.
So you keep trying to feed this creature?
No, I don't try. I succeed at feeding this creature.
It's like shoving the jerky in his mouth after.
Eat the jerky!
It grabs a second piece once it finishes the first one, but it doesn't seem especially interested in it, and it eats, half of it, and then doesn't keep eating, just keeps on holding it, maybe saving it for later.
I'll cut up a little piece of fruit or something and toss a few slices out.
Yeah, if he doesn't leave this place, I'm sure he's very hungry.
He must be.
Wonder what his food source is. Maybe he eats dust mites.
Maybe he eats knowledge.
Maybe he eats magic.
Well, we just took away one of his magical sources, the fog, a few floors down.
As you're searching the room, each of you, every once in a while, feels that nagging sensation at the back of your mind. It's usually whenever this Nothic is looking at you.
It's not a beast, is it?
No. But it doesn't seem to be actively doing anything to hurt you. So, yes, you search the room. Everything here seems pretty worn down and old. You can see that the mattress in the bed has deteriorated to little more than a sack of dirt at this point. Tokas, as you are searching through the chest of drawers, you find another little secret switch, sort of like the one that you found in the cabinet down below.
I push it.
I push it real good.
Or I guess I push it up since we're upside down, but yes, I push it up. I push it up, which is my down currently.
Whatever direction it pushes. pulls. Looking around in there, you pull out a drawer, and you hit this little switch on it, and you see that the back of the drawer is actually a false back. And when you pull that out, behind it you see a thin, long piece of wood, elegantly carved, as if it were some sort of magic wand of sorts.
Pick it up.
Get it.
I gingerly reach into the little slot and curl my fingers around the stick.
And the drawer snaps shut on your hand, cutting it off.
No!
The wood seems to be in good condition, which contrasts with the rest of this place, but it has a carving of
Ticonderoga. What strange language is this?
It's actually Dixon.
Oh, rats.
I just wanted to be holding a piece of wood as he described this to me.
The base of the wand has a carving of what looks like an open book, thick tome of some sort, and then it has kind of this spirally, twisty design as it gets towards the tip. And at the tip of the wand is a very small crystal.
Well, you know how Tokas feels about crystals.
I say you just point it at something and shout Alakazam and see what happens.
I'm not going to do that, especially while we're in this room with this guy that doesn't feel so comfortable with us. There's lots of random rooms in this tower, apparently, so I'm sure we'll have a place to test out the wand, and I pocket it.
On your character sheet.
Yes, onto the character sheet it goes. Spirally crystal-tipped wand of destruction.
Book icon logo.
Is it a different type of crystal than the type of crystal that we use?
Yeah, it looks like some cheap ornamental type of jewel.
Oh, nice. Nothing like a magic wand with a cheap crystal on it.
Bought it at Bob's Discount Magic Supplies.
Discount magic items. Bob's Discount Magic Item Emporium.
Isn't that where all our items are from? That's where they're bought originally?
Yeah, basically.
Wands up to 75% off. Staves up to 80% off. Magic swords up to 60% off.
But Bob, how can you afford these low prices?
I'm crazy. Because my name, that's why they call me Crazy Bob. You'd have to be crazy. All my friends tell me, you'd have to be crazy to sell magic items at these prices. But that's right, I am. I'm certifiably insane.
We cut out the middleman to bring the magic items straight to you.
It's like those My Pillow commercials. Or what is that really famous infomercial guy? I'm thinking of him or the pillow guy.
ShamWow.
Yeah, the ShamWow guy.
Yeah, there's ShamWow. There's the guy who has the books on how to make free money from the government with all the question marks on his suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. A combination of that with a little bit of D&D flair.
It's just the stereotypical used car salesman.
Right.
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks, if you enter our store and buy 100 gold pieces worth of items, we'll throw in 2 magic shields for free. That's right. 2 magic shields for the price of 0.
Magic you wouldn't even need 2 magic shields. You can only wear 1 shield at a time.
You could dual wield magic shields. It's the Magic Shield Dual Wield special event.
Specialization event?
Yeah. It's the block till you drop sales event. All right, sorry. Let's move on.
No, we have to beat this joke until it's in a dead horse state.
It's dead. Yeah.
Now I kind of want to meet Crazy Bob, though. I hope we run into him
Crazy
on one of our
Bob's Magic
adventures.
Item Emporium.
Just follows us around trying to offer us the best possible deal.
I literally spent time in an insane asylum for being crazy.
You continue on?
Yeah, we'll leave this floor because he's making me nervous and draw up old memories that I don't want to remember of being in Gnomish boarding school and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Rough days.
Everybody else went home for the holidays, but I had to stay.
Tokas, now's no time to get emotional. Let's keep going.
No, I know, but he's bringing these memories up. He's got to be psychic or something. We got to get out of here.
All right, let's go.
Those were dark times. We've moved past them. Let's move past this room.
You advance onto the 8th floor. As you step out through the archway, you look around and see that this room seems to have no walls at all. Just the 2 archways, the floor, and the ceiling. You find yourselves looking out to the horizon, sky stretching out below you, rolling hills and ocean above. After a moment, though, you notice that there's a strange distortion here and there anytime your view shifts, as if what you're seeing isn't actually real.
Does anybody have a tankard of ale on them?
No.
Nope.
Because I feel like the only thing that could make this crazier is a nice big pint glass of ale.
Let's test out the wand real quick. I thought there was going to be a little bit of time before we got to the boss fight. My boss fight senses are tingling. My know-me senses. And by no means do I want to miss out on using this wand.
By no means.
Which is the title to one of these episodes.
Yeah.
No means no.
No means
no means no. But no, I want to know more about this one. I want to know more about this one. You just keep coming.
Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, a check that I can do. Give me a 22, please.
Then I'll take a 22.
So, yeah, you wave the wand around, and it works as you would expect a magic wand to work. So you actually do activate it.
It leaves a trail of sparkly glitter dust behind it.
It starts shooting books.
No.
Oh, neither of those things?
The crystal glows faintly, and as you continue to hold the wand itself, all of the walls around you, and everything that you're carrying that's magical is radiating as magical.
A wand of detect magic. But there are no walls around us, though.
It's true. Well, using the detect magic, you can see that there actually are walls around you radiating as magical.
That are projecting an image.
Oh, they're see-through walls.
Oh, I guess it could be that too.
Well, how useful is this, though? Because we already have detect magic. I guess we're no longer casting it as a ritual, then.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And you could eventually learn something else instead of detect magic.
All right. I'm not disappointed. I'm going to quell my disappointment. I just maybe kind of inadvertently gained a new spell, guys.
Sweet.
Well, why am I the one that has the wand? Maybe this should go to Azlo.
Because you're the one who found it.
For now.
No, I don't think that that will change in perpetuity. I'm pretty sure you will always have been the one that found it.
All right, so
For now.
Actually, I don't want to wave it again because I don't want to use up more charges.
Exactly. Save them charges.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess I'm kind of glad I waited till here, though. So there are walls. Is there a ceiling, aka floor?
Yeah, we can see the ceiling.
Yeah.
We can see the ceiling and floor. We just can't see the walls. So I think you're right in that your boss senses are tingling, because if we're on the 8th floor and all but one was approximately 30 feet in height, that would put us approximately 222 feet up. And if this tower is 250-ish feet, then that means there's only one more floor to go.
Well, ish also implies a range, so.
Yes.
This could be the last. Do we see a staircase?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's not the last room.
Could be second to last, though.
Yeah, there's probably one or two more.
Okay, well, we maybe solved the puzzle of this room by waving the wand around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just a nice view.
Yeah.
It is. It's quite breathtaking, especially upside down.
Even crazy wizards just want to look out and enjoy the view sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
This is maybe the creative nook.
Yep.
Let's inspect the room, though, shall we, boys?
Mm-hmm. We shall.
We do.
You search around the room, but it seems completely empty. You can actually feel the walls as you go up to one. It feels like stone like the rest of the tower, but there's nothing in the room.
Any last-second preps? Did you want to...
Party buffs?
Yeah, everybody drink your food consumables and get all ready for this raid boss.
I would like to draw my bow, and I would like to remove the potion of growth from my character sheet, because it has been used.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great point. We should be buffing ourselves, shouldn't we? So while we were back at the Sapphire Sabers, I had some time at the workbench, and I made some adjustments to those cacophonous cowboy cleats of Catastrophe.
Really?
I did. And Tokas raises up one of his feet so that Shabba can see the bottom of it. And what does Shabba see?
Wow. You put wheels on these things?
Retractable wheels.
What? Oh my goodness. They actually retract into your foot? That's crazy.
So you notice that they're like a little bit more like platform boots now, or shoes.
Yeah.
And so in that extra few inches is where I've tucked all the gears and wheels and everything. The apparatus.
You could have also just had them go up alongside.
No. I like the idea of platform because I want to be clearly taller than.
That'd be a lot less fashionable.
Yeah.
Than platform shoes.
And surprisey.
And they're concealed this way.
Exactly.
You know, like Heelys, like that were like a fad for a while. Like they would go up into the shoe.
Totally.
You're bringing them back well in advance of their initial popularity.
Making it cool before it was cool.
Ahead of your time.
Yep, and I'll have both of them pop out, and I'll show you guys how fast I can be now. I can now move double my movement.
Wow, just make sure you don't activate them on the stairs accidentally. That might end poorly for you.
Yeah, and what's really cool about these boots is they don't take up my concentration.
That's great.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, but it is an action.
It's good not to have to concentrate on your feet.
You can walk and cast spells at the same time.
Oh, wait, I'm wrong. It's not double. It gives me an extra 10 feet. My bad.
Okay.
It's not nearly as good as I just described.
But still, hey, an extra 10 feet for a man of your stature? I mean, for a gnome of your stature?
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean that 10 feet is a lot of feet.
It is a lot of feet.
Who wouldn't want that type of footage?
Yeah, I mean, imagine only being able to move 25 feet in a turn, Shabba.
I can scarce do so, Tokas.
Hard to imagine.
Now I get to move 35. And Tokas gives it a practice. I actually haven't really tested these things out, and you see Tokas kind of like loses balance a little bit, and he's wheeling around the room.
Whoa.
But then I start to get the hang of it. I'm like, okay, I got this.
Yeah, I can imagine that sort of linear footage would be hard to come by, so it looks like quite an improvement to the original boots.
I'm ready to go.
I'm impressed. I'll be more impressed when I see them in action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go. That's the only buff that I have. What about you, Azlo? You got any buffs?
Not really.
Can't you, like, make us feel good about ourselves? Like, raise our self-esteem?
That's true. I suppose I could do that in advance. What do we got
How
here?
long does that last? So 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah. So even if it's not on the next floor, if it's on 2 floors above, we might still be able to use it.
Worst case scenario, we lose all of the buffs because there's another trap room before the boss. Best case scenario, we're fully buffed before the boss, and you get to save all those precious extra, what are they, bonus actions?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to Bardic Inspire both of you guys.
Wow. All 3 of us? That's so nice, Azlo. Thanks.
Wait, even Stripey?
Yeah, all 2 of you.
Oh, wow. That's so great. You've never bardically inspired Stripey before. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, I'll take what I can get. That sounds good. All right, let's charge up the stairs.
Oh, doesn't he give us, like, a speech or something? Like, normally, you don't just buff us.
Oh, Shabba, you're really tall. Tokas, you're really short. All right, let's go, guys.
No, we need like a... I'm talking like a pre-battle...
It's like a negative modifier.
Yeah, like we need like a Braveheart riding up and down the ranks of his men.
Yeah.
Like
a kind of speech.
A King Theoden.
Like, we're about to die.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Many, many days have brought us to this day. We've traveled many leagues and many miles, and here we are. We're about to face death itself in the face. So, if you want to run home screaming to your mommy, then now's your last chance to do it.
That was an option?
Well, no, not really.
Well, hey, you just hit a sore spot with Tokas, who's being all reflective.
Yeah, but neither of us can go home to our mommies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're
So
both
don't
like
do
bummed
it.
out.
We must fight together, or we will die together. Who's with me?
Or both, I guess. I'm thinking about my mom now, and I'm all like downtrodden.
Yeah.
All right, so after the part where I say who's with me, you guys both start shouting. Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah, who's with
Yeah,
me?
but I was...
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I was thinking about my mommy. I really miss her a lot.
Well, stop thinking about her and get ready to die.
Let's go face our deaths. I don't get paid enough for this, but that's okay.
We'll
Talk about a raise after. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's always like after the next thing. I was like, yeah, we'll talk about a raise after this adventure, this dungeon. Then we get back and we don't talk about it. And then we go on our next adventure.
That's how all the best bosses do it.
Like, what Tokas discovers is there's a bunch of discarded vials in the trash can, the last place we stayed the night. And they're all, like, memory-altering serums, and he's been feeding, like, both me, Shabba, and Stripey after each encounter. So we never make the necessary changes to the document.
No, fortunately, it's not even that expensive. You just forget about it on your own. It works out really well for me.
So we're all jazzed up, and we got an extra D6. Let's roll.
We're dead men walking.
An extra D8.
Oh, shoot. I rolled a d6 earlier because I'd forgotten that your power is stronger.
Classic mistake. Tokas.
One of these. Oh, yeah. D8 feels much better.
It does. I love the way it spins between the old fingies.
It does. It's a nice diamond shape. I bet every party in D&D that's a certain number of players or more wants a bard.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
And then nobody wants to roll bard. I don't know what possessed you to roll bard either.
I think everybody in general just wants a bard. They just don't want to be one.
Actually, I think it's one of the more popular classes now for 5th edition.
Yeah, no, I was just giving Azlo a hard time. Well, let's charge into battle, then.
For the Wrathgone Hills, no!
For the last of the Domine clans!
For halflings everywhere.
For halflings in general.
The Damage Guild Podcast. An attack of opportunity on your senses.
How's it going, everybody? It's Jay Stout, your friendly neighborhood co-host, and welcome back to the Damage Guild Podcast. You know, dice say a lot about a player. What are your dice saying about you? Do they talk about you behind your back to all the other dice when you're not listening? Or worse, do they whisper into your mind during those quiet moments when you lay in bed, desperate for sleep to take you, but are instead haunted by the same chilling words repeating themselves again and again into the deepest reaches of your consciousness? Roll me. Roll me. Well, you know what? Dice from Metallic Dice Games aren't mean like that. Or haunted. So throw those old haunted dice in their graves where they can finally rest for all eternity. Then go to metallicdicegames.com and pick yourself out a brand new set. One that will speak only of your bravery in the face of danger and of your matchless prowess in battle. Metallic Dice Games is a family-owned business that produces not just metallic dice, but gemstone dice, plastic dice, mini dice, mega dice, glow-in-the-dark dice, dice bags, dice trays, dice towers, dice cases, everything you could possibly need to roll to your heart's content. They've got all kinds of crazy dice. I don't even want to call them colors. They're more like themes. I'm talking stuff like Violet Infusion, Eternal Purple, Unicorn Ice, Royal Sunset, Midnight Fantasy, Arctic Storm, Purple Haze, Baby's Breath Green, Phoenix Ash. It's just some insanely good-looking dice. You've got to check them out for yourself. Go take a look. MetallicDiceGames.com. And if that weren't enough, now you can use code DGP10 to get a 10% discount on your order. Just for being a listener of the Damage Guild podcast. So go get yourself a little treat. Haven't you earned it? And if you do, be sure to let us know on Twitter or Discord because we'd love to see some sweet pics of whichever dice theme you choose. And finally, I would just like to thank everyone who is a listener of this show. A huge special thank you to all of our incredible, wonderful patrons. You are our soulmates in a podcasting sense. It's as though we were meant to be together. And so we thank you for all of your love and support. It means the very world to us. So that's all I got for you this week. Please enjoy the rest of this episode, and we'll see you again in just 2 short Mondays.
You are listening to the Damage Guild Podcast.
We go charging up the stairs.
Making a lot of noise.
Charging down the stairs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Charging down.
When you get to the top of the stairs / the bottom of the stairs, you reach a door, but you can see that the lock has been melted along with most of the handle.
Oh.
Ooh.
So in your charge, you just push the door open. There's no resistance.
All right.
Yep.
All ready to fight whatever you see ahead of you. You enter what seems to be an empty room, but the moment your foot first touches the stone, 2 large reptilian beasts materialize in front of you. Their hides are covered in bright reflective scales, one red, one pure white. They're lean and muscular with long tails and fierce-looking horns and ridges. And they both stand as if just waking up from a nap and snarl at you viciously.
If they're still here, that means none of the adventurers that face them have made it past them.
If those suits of armor were there on the 2nd floor, that means no adventurers have made it past them.
Those were self-repairing.
Well, no, yeah, they repaired.
Okay, that's true.
They might have cleared that room.
Yeah.
And if the little eyeball guy was still alive.
That's true. All of the enemies and traps and stuff have been self-repairing so far.
True.
At least all of the traps that you still ran into were self-repairing.
True.
Well, the lever room, that wouldn't be something, unless they disassembled it.
Yeah. So shall we roll initiative?
Oh, yeah.
You shall.
Oh, I rolled the D8 that was in my hand. I got a 4. I got a... Oh, no, it's a 6. A 5. I got a 5, but it's still very bad.
I got a 21.
Shabba got an 18, and Stripey got a 13.
You guys are just so fast.
Azlo, you're first. It looks like these two lizard creatures are a little bit drowsy, as if they just woke up from a long sleep somewhere.
You said they materialized in front of us?
Yes, so you step inside, and then these things just kind of form out of the dust or something.
Okay.
They're in the middle of the room, so they're about 40 feet away from you.
I will take a crossbow shot at one of them.
Okay, the red one or the white one?
I'll do the red one.
The white one looks smaller, though. Just saying.
Does it?
Yeah, and the picture thing showed us it looked like the weaker of the two.
The picture I showed you was blue and green.
Oh.
Alright, so that is a 19 to hit for 4 damage.
Crossbow bolt does hit, and it pierces the hide. 4 points of damage to which one? Red?
The red one.
Alright. Anything else?
And then I will step off to the left a little bit, just to kind of spread out some. Maybe about 10 feet.
Okay. Shabba.
I'll go the opposite direction, right about 10 feet, like following the wall, just to spread out. And I'll take a shot also at the red one.
Do you want to mark it?
Not just yet.
Or are we saving that stuff?
Yeah, I might save it. That'll be a... that might not hit. I think I'm going to use the Bardic on this one. Oh, wait a second. I have a +8 now to hit. Yeah, okay, I'll try this. 15?
15 hits.
All right. 7 damage.
Arrow strikes it, and it's snarling and growling angrily. Stripey.
Stripey's going to follow Azlo, except he's going to follow the circumference of the outer wall, going that way, but starting to circle around the creatures.
Okay, so he's moving, 60 feet down?
Yeah, he'll move 60 feet around the wall. So he'll get maybe like, I don't know, a third of the way around the room. Not even that.
It's about a quarter of the way.
Okay, yeah.
He's in good old Tupayar.
Right. And that'll be it for him.
And Tokas, you're actually next, because I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oh, wow. I still get to go. Okay, I'm going to tank it up. Let's go. And I'm going to go straight for the red one, but I want to be within 5 feet of the other, the white one. Just going to sandwich myself between both of them.
If you run straight for the middle of the room with your 35 feet of movement, you can make it so that they're both 5 feet away from you on diagonals.
Perfect. And I'll take out my rapier, and I'm going to attack. So my first attack is a crit.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Papa.
All right.
That's a natty twinzo. All right, 5 plus...
As they say.
4 plus 2. That is 11 damage.
On the red one?
Yeah, on the red one.
So you stab it with your rapier, get a nice deep wound there, but it's still alive.
I'll attack it again with my extra attack.
Do it.
Do I have to announce that I'm doing extra attack? Or I guess I already mentioned that I was.
Doesn't cost you anything, you just always get a second attack.
Ooh, this time I got a 3.
3 does not hit.
Or, sorry, no, that would have been it's a 9.
It's still too low.
Yeah.
Both of the creatures, seeing that you have come right up to them, decide to maneuver partway around you, and now they are flanking you.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So the red one bites you.
I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
They're both converging on me. They're probably both gonna hit, so I will use a spell slot and shield.
Nice.
You activate your back shield since they're flanking you.
Specifically my back shield.
You block the red one's bite and the white one's tail, which was also about to slap you.
Oh, Shield is so good.
Nice.
It's such a good spell. I've gotten the most mileage. It didn't matter like a lot of the other spells I took. Let's be honest.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It is a good one.
Well, it's just kind of overpowered how like I can wait until the game master lets me know if a hit has occurred.
Not overpowered, it only lasts for a turn.
It still seems really strong to me.
Well, as I said before, that is the benchmark for most powerful first level spell that they use internally.
Yeah.
Azlo, we're back to you.
So they are next to Tokas, but not next to me.
Yeah, they're flanking me. Now, one of you guys could flank them, and we could make like a dragon or whatever they are sandwich. Like they're both flanking me, and then one of you could flank one of them.
Yeah, I should have sent Stripey around the other way where I am, but didn't foresee this.
Oh yeah, I could be in the middle, and then they're flanking me, and then Stripey's here, just like form a conga line, and then
If I had sent Stripey around the other side, yeah.
you still could eventually. Like they're not, unless they're going after you guys, they're in their optimal position right now.
Right.
And I'll just tank for a few more rounds if I can, and you guys take them out.
Alright, I will run up behind one of the lizard things, draw my crossbow, pull out short sword, and take a swing at him.
Yeah.
That would be a 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Sweet.
Sick.
Are you going after the red one or the white one?
Whichever one was closest to me.
The red one's closer to you.
Red one. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only one you could reach.
And that will be for 8 damage. Piercing.
Nice.
So you stab it from behind, a surprise attack as it's focusing on Tokas, and it glances back at you and looks angry again. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Shabba.
Alright, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action. There's no reason not to. I didn't realize I have 4 first level spell slots now.
Sweet.
So
we're marking it up.
I'm going to take a shot at the red one. And that is another 15 to hit for 10 damage.
Nice.
You get another solid arrow piercing. It looks like all of the blows that you've dealt so far have actually dealt a pretty good chunk of its health here, so it's struggling to stay up. Stripey.
If Stripey now runs directly toward the center of the room, which one will he be coming up on? The red one or the white one?
On the red.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he'll do that then. He'll move in and attempt to attack the red one. If he can get there. Oh, he rolled a 1. That's a miss. But at least he's in melee now. No, wait. Would he be flanking then with Tokas? Or could he get into that position?
No, because Azlo already is.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, he's done then.
Okay, Tokas.
I'm going to take another attack at that red one. In fact, I'll maybe use extra attack. I need to announce it at the beginning, right?
No, you don't. Extra attack is just built into all of your attacks from now on.
Oh, sweet. Well, not all of my attacks. It's not built into my melee cantrip attacks.
It's built into all of your weapon attacks.
Yeah, your regular attacks. Yeah.
Even my weapon attacks that are counted as a cantrip. All right. I wish. Here we go. That is a good hit. That is a 23.
Nice.
Hit.
For 6 damage.
On the red one.
On the red one.
So you take one more good stab and go straight into its chest through its ribcage.
Huzzah!
The beast starts to collapse to the ground and then shatters into billions of pieces of dust that evaporate into nothing.
Dude. It's a dust monster. A dust bunny. Alright, and then in rapid fashion I turn around and I spend my extra attack on the white. Ooh, that is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Sweet. For 4 damage. I rolled kind of low.
Tokas, you just Thanos that guy.
I did. With the snap of my fingers. The universe will end. Tokas is actually the villain. You guys didn't realize this, but you're helping the real villain.
No, I realized that a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we're all aware of that.
Tokas just thinks he's a good guy.
White one takes a bite at you and hits. Are you going to do anything?
I'm taking it.
All right, well, it was a critical hit.
No! I should have shielded!
It wouldn't have saved you anyway.
Oh, wouldn't have?
Wouldn't have saved you.
No.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't do it then.
And you take 13 points of damage as it
Chews through your face.
tears into your side with its jaws.
Oh, that doesn't feel good. Well, still up.
Azlo.
I will circle around to the other one. Is anybody flanking with it currently?
Nope.
You could get into flanking with Tokas.
Okay.
Wait, isn't this the turn that you pull off your super awesome damage now? Don't you whooshing your other sword?
I do. Whooshing my other sword. Other sword, I should turn shout.
I will shrink my sword.
15 to hit, and 13 damage. And then my other sword.
Oh, I draw both my swords and I slice them right in the kisser.
Like, I have to do all this work to get 2 attacks, and then he just does it. His like ability, you just do 2 attacks.
Gotta love dual wielding.
To jump through all these hoops. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Alright.
Wait, can't you make yourself hit, though, with your bardic die?
No, it doesn't quite work like that.
Oh, you would have needed to...
Yeah, using my own bardic dice only lets me like deal extra damage and do other stuff.
Okay. Wait, was that with inspiration, though? I mean, not inspiration. Was that with the flanking?
Yeah, that was with
Oh, man.
advantage.
So you run around Tokas and the white, and you get 1 good slash off as you run around to the opposite side, and we're back to Shabba.
I shall move ye old mark. That is Marke. Tokas would be proud of me for doing that.
The old marquee.
Yes, ye old marquee. And I shall attempt. And I shall succeed with a 17 to hit. And that's going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be damage?
Damage.
Damage.
And when Stripey sees me, he claws at the air because there's nothing around for him to attack. But he's jonesing for it.
Well, it's Stripey's turn next.
Alright, he runs up to the white one. Takes a swing. Ooh, that might actually hit. Yes, 16.
It hits.
He's gonna do 10 damage.
Nice.
Alright. So you let loose an arrow, and Stripey closes in on the opposite side, and you pierce and claw. The creature is still standing, but it looks weak. Tokas.
I'll try to take it down.
Bring him down!
I like the initiative, Stripey. You're still growing on me. Very slowly but surely. Here we go. With my trusty rapier. Ooh, I'm going to roll the dice from Brian.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get this up there.
Return it to the dust whence it came.
Okay, so that would be a 16 to hit. Thanks to Brian's Dice-Reno for 6 damage.
Not quite enough.
1 more! Let's go!
Do it!
Oh no, I rolled so bad. I rolled bad on the damage too. That's an 11 and I rolled a 1.
You do have advantage, in case you weren't rolling that.
I have
You're
advantage.
flanking. Roll the d20 again.
Yes, but my damage was still really low and I
That's
can't change that roll. So I already technically rolled it. Wow, I rolled the same 5. That's an 11.
Alright. So,
I mean, I could action surge and finish it off. Is it worth using my action surge? Or should we save that for the boss?
If we were in dire straits, I'd say yes, but it's not worth using your action surge.
Alright, well, it's just going to chomp on me, probably.
it does so. So it first bites you, are you going to react?
What do you mean it first bites me? That makes me want a shield.
It gets 2 attacks. They've been doing bite and tail each time. So it bites.
Yeah, it first bites you before it does something else painful to you.
We got healing. I'll take it.
Okay. It bites you for 6 points of damage. And then it critically slams you with its tail
Tail slap. Ouch.
for 13 points of damage.
Man.
You're just kind of flattened into the ground here.
Wow. This encounter actually did a lot of damage to me. It was just like pancaked. I knew it. We should have gone to Glass Rock. My equipment is falling behind the curve of our enemies. You have to always equip your tank with the most optimal gear. I mean, anytime you like raided in WoW or any other MMO, like the guild bank would throw tons of money at the tanks because like, it doesn't matter how good your healers are, doesn't matter how good your DPS is, if the tank can't tank, you're screwed.
So true.
It's true. The AAA team should have played more WoW when we were kids.
You guys should have invested in my armor of the Rathgaunt Hills.
Should have hired a better tank.
We will. Glassrock is a long way away, and we just got the materials.
I'm bringing it up because I'm at low HP from 2 dragons that we should have been able to, or whatever they are, easily.
Yeah, maybe the DM's right. Maybe we need a more tanky tank. Ever think of that?
Yeah, is the armor the problem, or is it the tank?
Well, maybe I just quit, and you can go hire a better tank.
I quit. You just throw your weapons down and walk out. Oh, sorry. Can we pause for a second, monsters?
You want me to tank this
we're
nonsense?
Just having a little lineup change here.
Quit like right before the boss encounter. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just letting you know, Azlo, that we need to invest in some new armor. Investing in armor is like investing in a house. It'll pay dividends. You can rent it out to other people. It'll be worth the investment.
Got it. Invest in a new tank. Okay.
Yeah.
No, invest in a new tank's armor for me.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure.
And I get to be the owner of it.
Technically, if you were to treat armor like a rental house, you would rent that armor to someone else and collect income that way, because houses typically don't pay dividends. But you can collect rent, although it would be...
Well, not to get technical or anything.
Not to get technical.
Well, why don't I just rent some armor from somebody else in the guild that's a higher level?
Because then they would be collecting the rent from us.
But it'd be better than us dying.
But we have 2 suits of plate that we can make ourselves. We can rent one out. It's like a duplex. We have 2 suits of plate. We live in one and we rent out the other.
Probably the first time ever in D&D that adventuring has been compared to renting and owning houses.
Classic Burr strategy.
Listen, Shabba, if I go down and after they finish killing me, I lose all my death saves, they're going to go for you.
That's right.
Or maybe somebody else.
But by that point, they will be so weak from you wailing on them that I will be able to take them out as they come.
That's true. The extra attack has really improved my damage output, I've noticed.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not ready.
Azlo.
All right. Swing at him again. More than 16 to hit, but only 4 damage.
That is enough, actually.
Yes.
Of course, it's enough.
Yeah.
So with your last stab, you stab it in the back and bring down the last dust monster lizard dragon thingy.
All right.
Which dissolves into the atmosphere, and you cough as you inhale it.
We actually, worked really well in that combat. That was the first combat in a long time, if ever, where I felt like we were a potent fighting force.
Well, the double flanking, I think, had a lot to do with it, right? I mean, granted, I sacrificed myself and they were flanking me, but you were able to flank them.
Yeah, that's true, but the way that the tactics that we used, it just everything fell into place, we all knew that's what we were going for.
We just did things like attacking with our weapons, for example.
Yeah, we gelled together. Yeah, we just hit them with our weapons. Imagine that. It actually works and it does damage.
I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
In fairness, Azlo, we've always won. Technically, we've almost always won. Okay, maybe we haven't won every single fight we've ever been in.
Yeah, no.
In fairness, I can think of a few losses.
No. We haven't.
In Eldrazi, we did not win a single combat. We lost every combat except for the kobolds because of that kobold sleeping powder. And we would have lost that one too.
You killed the fungus.
Oh yeah, the fungus.
Yeah,
the
but some of them ran away.
But then the dragon came and...
We didn't kill the circus bears, though.
Yeah, the circus bears got the better of us. The quaggoths got the better of us. The ceiling tentacle thingies got the better of us.
Dragon would have gotten the better of us.
The dragon would have gotten the better of us, yeah.
Probably.
For sure.
So, my conclusion is I think that dungeon was designed for a higher level party than us.
Oh yeah,
actually.
For sure.
I don't think we were supposed to do Eldrazi yet, maybe.
Probably not.
We'll never know.
We technically did it.
We technically did. We escaped with our lives, barely. Technically, you could say. We were in Eldrazi.
Sure, we even completed the bonus objective of the stuff to share with that Glassrock dwarf priest guy.
The priest, yeah.
That's true.
He was dwarvish, right?
He was.
Yep. I think we do need to find a way to get back to Glassrock. We should inquire about whether there's a teleportation circle that'll bring us there and what the fee is for using it. Because we definitely need to go back.
I think the last teleportation circle brought us very close, actually.
Did it?
To Glassrock?
I thought.
Not super close. It still would have been 5 or 6 days.
Okay.
We'll have to look into that.
It's closer than...
It might be worth paying the toll to use it to get there quickly.
That's true.
Because we've got to talk to the Priesty McPriesty about the artifacts that you found, and then Tokas has to get his armor upgrade. Those are important.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking of paying old...
Spaith?
What's his face a visit?
Spaith Iron
thank you.
Tongue? Yes.
Thinking of paying old Spaith Iron Toe a visit.
Iron Tongue.
Old Iron Tongue.
Yeah, and now we're like sort of on a long-term wise, we're sort of on a timeline here. We have to think about how we're spending our time because we have 2 major quests
looming
that are depending on the timeline.
Yeah, 2 major plot.
Yes, and that is Rothtar the Blessed is the high priest, the dwarven cleric.
Yes, we go check out what's going on in Glass Rock, see the sights, take some pictures with the statues.
Slide down some lava tubes.
Yeah,
we were going to do that.
The usual sightseeing things for non-dwarf tourists.
Well, we got to find something fun to do while they're working on my armor, if that's the plan.
That's right.
If only we had some materials to bring.
Well,
anyway, I'm bleeding out here, man. Like this is there's blood everywhere.
You probably need some healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an understatement.
All right, so let's see. Let's cook up a cure wounds here for you.
Feeling that.
What do we got? How much are you down?
A lot. My maximum is 49. I am at 17.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Could also potentially short rest if you want to spend another hour.
Yeah, I could use up some of my hit dice. That's true.
That's true.
Actually, you can also second wind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Should we short rest?
Oh yeah, I should just second wind already. That's a freebie.
We have several options, yeah.
If we short rest, I get a free second wind.
We should short rest.
That saves spell slots for me, so let's do that.
Just try to patch me up. The old natural way.
Okay.
So before we short rest, I'd like to use the second wind. Ooh, that's not a bad roll. I heal for 12.
Nice.
Sweet. Back up to 29.
And then spend your hit dice.
Yep.
With a Song of Rest, which gives you an extra D6 or D8?
D6, yep.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh yeah, and Stripey should have gotten that extra D6 when he last rested too.
Oh, shoot. Well then...
Oh, true.
Which would give him the last one that he missed.
The last hit point, yeah.
Unless Azlo just decided not to play songs for Stripey.
You're fine.
Well, I just rolled a 10 on the first one.
Nice.
Just max healing.
That is sick nasty.
39. I rolled 4 on the next one, so 43.
Yeah, as soon as you roll your first one, you can go ahead and do this D6 with it for free.
Yeah, I should do D6. Another 2 off that. I'm at 45 out of 49, but I don't think I'm going to use these other hit dice before we do the fight, honestly. I think I should just max out.
Use it up.
That gets me basically... That gets me exactly to maximum. Alright, so I have 2 hit dice left.
So, having defeated the guard creatures, there's nothing else left in this room.
We can't even loot them because they poofed.
They dusted
them.
All right. Well, I guess it's on to the next one. We'll descend the stairs to the...
Up.
Top room.
Descend to the top.
We'll descend to the top.
As you reach the bottom of the steps, you have finally reached the apparent top of the tower. You see some sort of strange apparatus in the center of the room that is on the ceiling, with a large yellow orb held inside a latticework of metal joints. A lever comes out of the ceiling next to it. Looking up, you see a creature that resembles an enormous floating skull. Its skin is a dull brownish tan stretched taut over its bones. It's 3 or 4 feet tall with a large central eye and sharp fangs filling an oversized mouth. Several smaller eyes sit at the ends of eye stalks, rising from the top of its head, and 4 tendrils sprout from around its jaw. It gives you an evil-looking grin, then begins to speak.
We're gonna die. I'm so scared.
We had a good run, Shabba.
We did.
You've done quite well for yourselves to make it this far. You've kept me waiting. But if you are willing to hand over your magical objects, I'll be happy to let you leave unmolested. If not, then I'm afraid I'll have to take them from you by force.
Oh, no.